getting a new car, incapable of building a church, especially the Pentecost car. They went to church to cry and did nothing. And then that was the Christians in the east. And the ones in the west, Ogo, Ogo, Baba, Ogo, Ogo, Baba, Ogo, Ogo, Baba, Ogo. After sweating for 3 hours, when the pastor wants to preach for 15 minutes, they sleep for 12 minutes. In my time of coming to the ministry, no pastor in Nigeria, Pentecostal, had a car. And I got worried and said to God, if that's all you can do for those who answer your call, don't call me at all. My brain and my IQ is too high to be detained. And said to me, what I have esteemed, who can demean it? And he said to me, if you answer my call, I will make you an example. I met the gospel in poverty. I took it from mediocrity to prosperity. Find out whether you believe it or not. In Nigeria, I was the first to preach that to prosper is the will of God. To be happy is the will of God. To have a car is the will of God. To marry a beautiful wife like this is the will of God. To give your wife microphone is the will of God. For her to sell the book is the will of God. To give me 50 copies from somebody is the will of God. I was the first to preach that you can be a Christian and be happy in Africa. I was used by God to introduce prosperity instead of poverty. But since last year, my bishop, the Lord told me the next thing we are going to venture into is posterity.